Let's talk about let's ease back into sanity and talk about old Donnie Trump. What do you say?
Oh, okay. This is wild.
So the Donald was on Theo Vaughn's podcast this past weekend. Very popular show. Very smart move by Trump going on here, I think. Because we'll get to it, but it's something that like stiffer politicians are incapable of. And it's why like Bernie was smart. I think it's why Andrew Yang was smart, Tulsi Gabbard, people that go on all these podcasts, they see the value in that. Now me naming people that have all lost elections, like Andrew Yang, I think got 3 votes. So maybe it's not the smartest idea, but I do.
Than Kamala ever got.
I do think nice, man.
Nailed it.
I do think it adds, and like Trump at times doesn't seem like a human being. So this at least gives him, like, grounds him a little bit, I think. But I think Theo is the perfect person to interview Trump because he's got a little bit of Norm in him in the sense of like, I don't know if he's fucking around or not, you know?
Oh, I feel like he definitely was on this one.
He's got to be, right?
There's some things he said to likely the next president slash former president.
The president of the a former president of the United States.
Some of the shit he saw, like we'll get to it, but like the merry-go-round comment was just very funny.
Well, let's let her rip here. So let's start with Theo Vaughn and Donald Trump.
This is talking about Ali and Frazier.
Oh yeah, so this is very weird. Theo Vaughn's asking about like the first boxing match he went to and like first major sporting event, and Trump talks about Ali and Frazier and talks about what good friends he became with all them and everything. But he obsesses over little things. Like on KMS, we've talked about the Hannibal Lecter thing. Yeah, he loves mentioning Hannibal Lecter. He gets obsessed with little things, and I don't know if he just likes the sound of the words or what it is, but this is him talking about something very specific from the Ali Frazier fights.
But they were 2 undefeated fighters. They were both undefeated. Muhammad became a friend of mine. So did Joe, Jolton Joe. They were 2 great fighters. That fight was incredible. I think they had like many heart attacks that night, literally heart attacks in Madison Square Garden. I think it was Madison Square Garden.
First of all, he always talks like Trump. They had many heart attacks that night.
So many.
When he says that, you're kind of like, what the hell is he talking about? They had many heart attacks. What does that mean? Well, luckily he goes on to explain.
Yeah. One second.
Oh, take your time.
Heart attacks. Here it is.
Who took you to the fight? You remember?
I went with my father and my brother, Robert. And it was just, I don't know, I must have been very young. It was a long time ago, but you would never forget it. That was one of those moments.
Oh, yeah.
But no, literally, there were like many heart attacks in the arena.
If people having too much fun, or what do you
Hold on. Theo was like trying to move on. He's like, all right, that's a weird heart attack comment. Anyways, who are you there with? And Donald's like, listen to me. You're not understanding what I'm saying.
Their heart stops.
Everyone in the building. Now, I feel like that would have been a part of sports history.
Yeah.
Like Ali Frazier, which is known as the heart attack fight. Everyone, half of Madison Square Garden, their hearts stopped.
Metallica played in Moscow in 1991 and 11 people died.
Attacks in the arena.
If people having too much fun, or what do you think?
Just drugs? Heart attacks because it was such a
That's the thing, though, is like he's so quick with those comments. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm like, does Theo Vaughn understand how charming he is? You know what I mean? Like, is he in on the joke with us? Which he has to be, right?
I think he's in on the joke, but I also don't think he knows how charming he is.
It feels natural. And I heard recently, I think it might have been like Jordan Jensen or someone talking about like that. Like opened for Theo Vaughn, they were like, you don't always know what Theo Vaughn you're gonna get. Like he's just a weird guy. So I do think it's natural,
for sure.
The event, it was so the people were just. I know a friend of mine, the father, he went. He had a bad heart attack. Literally, they took him out. They were taking people out.
It's an early
It was,
KO.
and I don't hear that anymore. I don't think there's ever.
By the way, Donald is ignoring all of these. Not one is landing.
Could you imagine Trump on Rogan? It would be two people ignoring each other.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's why I think he's smart to go on Theo Von. I know he wanted to go on Rogan. Obviously, that's the other controversy happening. But I think Theo Von is probably a smarter place because it makes Trump more of a human being, where Rogan might actually question him on certain things, and it would just be like a less fun conversation. I thought this like humanized Trump a little more than like anyone. I can't think of anyone that could do a better job at that, really.
I don't know. I guess that has, but you would think Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, their first fight. Yeah. But it was a very exciting time.
Well, yeah, and just people being, I guess, yeah, sometimes our systems aren't ready to handle the amount of excitement that's going on, Like, I think, yeah, maybe people just couldn't even handle so much joy. You think it was that people were just so excited.
They had heart attacks. Yeah.
Listen, I don't know what it was, Theo. I'm just telling you the facts.
Theo's face when he said heart attack again lit up. It was very funny.
What do you think it was? They had heart attacks.
Dropping like flies.
It's the craziest thing. And Theo's like trying to get, and Donald's like, no, you don't understand. Everyone was dropping. They were dropping dead at this MSG show. What do you get about? And Theo's like, yeah, like in sort of a metaphorical sense, you mean? And Donald's like, no.
For real.
The most stretches they've ever had at MSG.
There was a line to get on the ambulance.
There's no way that Donald Trump in 2024 would be the first person to note that there were mass casualties at the Ali Frazier fight.
I'm looking it up right now. Heart attacks at Ali Frazier.
Say again?
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, yeah.
See if it's been reported. No.
Not a thing.
I'm seeing what pops up first is, did Ali have Parkinson's during his third fight with Frazier?
Okay. Well, so there was at least one, maybe. But that's the other weird thing. And I'm sure, like, if this was like a political show, if this was like a left-leaning political show, we'd be nailing down like he wasn't sure if it was MSG or not. Because there was a weird moment where Trump's like, it was Madison Square Garden. I think it was Madison Square Garden. And it's like, you said you could never forget it. So he does do weird little things like that. But
oh, people have heart attacks eating a thick soup, So it's like, I'm not surprised that something so awesome like that would make your heart be like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, but I never hear of it, and I'm sure it happens. Just that one. But we had an exciting event the other night with Elon.
Just moves right on. Theo said that one of the wildest things. People have heart attacks eating a thick soup. And somehow Donald Trump, that didn't faze him. And he just goes, so me and Elon Musk.
Principal Uncertainty says 2 people died of heart attacks. I'll believe him.
Oh, really? I'm willing to take that as fact.
I don't think it's worth going off.
Principal Uncertainty, no. He's a guy that, he seems like a grounded, well-educated guy.
That's according to Boxing News. He's citing his sources.
Oh, good. All right. Yeah. So I'd refer to that as many.
I'd refer to that as like, wow, 2 people had a heart attack.
If you and I both had heart attacks right now, that would be a lot of people having heart attacks on this podcast.
That'd be 100% of the people involved in the show.
True. I guess this is not Madison Square Garden, but still.
It'd be more like, I bet there's that many at like every football game.
2?
At least 1.
I don't know about that. Every football game?
I don't know, but
you're trapping me into this argument.
I bet it's common enough.
Yeah, I don't know about 1 at every football game.
I bet
that you're like Trump now. Trump's like, probably maybe it happened at other Super Bowls, probably.
I bet it happens. I bet it's kind of common.
And Trump's acting like it's the excitement of the match that did that to all these people.
Not the queso dip bought underneath the stands.
Right.
I bet there's been more heart attacks at an event than Ali Frazier.
Oh, I'm not here to dispute that. I absolutely believe that.
Well, 2 just seems
but not according to Donald Trump.
To go on a tirade for this long? 2?
Maybe 2 deaths. Maybe they're not telling you about all the real heart attacks. Maybe Trump knew about some other. Here's the latest conspiracy, folks. Trump is trying to uncover what the media doesn't want you to know about is all the people who died at Ali Frazier.
I bet more people get beaten to death at every 49ers game than had heart attacks at Ali Frazier.
Well, I'm not willing to wade into those controversial waters. Let's just move on.
This is him talking about his followers.
Okay.
I have hundreds of millions of people. Even now, I haven't been too active on X, but I have, I guess, 90 some odd million people on it. But I was much higher than that when I was
It's like all the people. I don't even know how many people there are.
Like that, to me, that is so great that the president is the former and possibly future president is talking to a guy who thinks it's possible that there are 90 million people on the planet. Yeah, that I love. Man, I don't even know how many people there are. 90 million? That seems like a lot to me.
That's where I'm like, he can't be fucking for real.
I think he's. Here's what I bet he's like that in real life and just enhances it for the podcast. I assume. You know, I think he's aware of who he is.
Doing it to Trump is very funny.
It's the greatest. I love it.
Here they are talking about Kid Rock.
Now, but it is, and Trump gets to this later. I forget if we have the clip or not, but like Kamala wouldn't do this, and I don't think would like handle it very well.
No, she don't even get me started.
I'm saying it to the wrong guy. Yeah. Casey Day on here. We'll talk about it.
I think he would even agree with me.
Yeah.
Like she's not doing anything. She's not doing She's not even doing softball interviews with CNN.
Oh, that's true. That's a different crazy angle that I'm not even taking. I'm just saying, like in this setting, that seems like
okay.
Biden is this way as well. Like Hillary is this way. Even like AOC. I think it's a stiffer group.
So I'll give I can't believe I'm saying it. I'll give Hillary Clinton credit. She did Between Two Ferns.
Sure, but that's scripted.
So like Kamala's not doing that shit.
I don't know if they would. Well, I guess here's the thing: is like Trump's not picking up on anything Theo's doing. He's kind of just rolling with it. Plus,
Hillary, it might be scripted, but the script was just crushing her, and she still did it.
Sure.
Let me compliment her once. God damn it!
All right, fine. Craig loves Hillary.
Here, by the way, I don't know if did you see Kid Rock at the RNC?
Yeah.
It was very bad.
Well, this is Theo and Trump talking about Donald's good friend Bob.
He's terrific. He came to the convention. He knocked everybody out. He was.
Now, Craig, you just said, you said he was not good.
It was him on stage with no band going, everybody say Trump, Trump. And all the fucking geezers that were there going, yeah.
He knocked everybody out.
Now,
I wish so badly I could do a good Trump.
Yeah, me too.
Because there was something that happened. I think Lewis and Shane were on a podcast together. And ever since then, I have had this in my head, but I can't execute the impression. But I've been doing Trump insulting Louis J. Gomez, which I wish was a bit that I could do, but I can't because I don't do the impression.
He's Puerto Rican. You believe this?
He seems like a pretty fake ass dude to me.
Illegal, probably.
They call him the rattlesnake. But I just can't execute it, unfortunately.
But yeah, if he said that about Hulk Hogan was awesome at the RNC.
Well, he said, you're lying to me. You are fake news because you were saying that Kid Rock was not good. Donald says otherwise.
He's a great guy. He's just a great guy. He's popular, very popular.
Oh, he's a real dirt serpent too, dude. He's a freaking legend. You know? he's a legend.
He is a legend, I guess, in a true sense.
He's a dirt serpent.
And Trump's like, absolutely. You nailed it.
Bud Light is fucking gay.
But my favorite is just Theo saying things that amazingly get no reaction out of Trump. You know, like that's what's amazing to me is that Donald is unfazed by what's happening in front of him.
You're curious, like what's going. He's like, is he like, why the fuck did I do this? Or is he like, no, this guy's got something up.
There was a weird moment at the end where Theo gets like kind of thrown off. You can tell he's like looking over at someone, and he goes, "Oh, we'll wrap it up soon." Is that what that is? And Donald goes, "Yes, please." So it seemed like he was kind of like at least rushed for time or something.
Well, he's probably
Wait.
doing. Trump does 100 of these.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like if you're gonna do Theo Von's podcast, be there to do it. You know,
He gave him
let
an
it
hour.
be the podcast.
He gave him an hour.
Yeah, I guess.
Imagine being pissed that you have an hour of the former president's time.
Oh yeah, Theo wasn't pissed. I'm just saying, like, I would think you're going there to be in that world because, like, I think Theo's podcasts are usually well over an hour.
It looks like they did it at Mar-a-Lago or something. Like it's some fancy place. So if he's there, maybe I get it. But if he's out doing stuff,
I guess my point is Theo, for the context of what's happening here, Theo doesn't need Trump as much as the other way around. The whole point of Trump doing this is for his image. I mean, there's a reason he chose Theo Von. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's like a reason he's getting
like,
all these rappers out of jail.
this video will be great for Theo, but it's not going to change his life. You know what I mean?
It'll probably make it worse for a while.
Right? Yeah, he's going to be because there's some things he said in here where I'm sure like liberals are going to come after him now and call him a racist or something. You know?
I mean, you can't look at him and not expect this.
Yeah, would you think Theo was a fucking Democrat
from Louisiana? The mullet,
yeah. Just a guy. Listen to his voice.
This next stretch is like unbelievable. That this conversation happened. They talk about addiction here.
Oh yeah, so this is the one that everyone was going with, I think. But it is great. It seems like Trump doesn't know what cocaine is, and he's talking about it to the perfect guy.
No kidding.
If you don't take drugs or if you don't have alcohol, it's real easy not to drink it. It's when I had a friend who went to the Wharton School of Finance with me. He was a very smart guy.
Where is it? Wharton School?
That's in Philadelphia. That's at Penn.
Oh, yeah. Rocky.
Right. And it's a great
Trump goes right.
Yeah, let me finish my point, please.
Very good. You know where Rocky was filmed.
Well, that's exactly how I think he's looking at this. Oh, yes, very good.
That's a shame. That is a shame because you're right. Because Trump's so much of an egomaniac that like while he is a very funny guy, he doesn't appreciate what's happening around him.
Well, I think he thinks at this point he's doing like a Make-A-Wish or something.
Well, what's funny, like I assume what Trump's knowledge is like, oh, this guy's big with the kids because they start the interview by saying like, he's like, Barron loves you. Barron tells me you're terrific. He's like, you got to do this guy's podcast.
Oh, that's probably actually very real.
Yeah. Oh, no, I believe it. But I'm saying it's like, you know, if your kid was like, oh, dad, this guy is fucking, you have no relation to that. You know what I mean?
Have you seen Barron lately? He looks like the coolest supervillain of all time.
He's very tall, right?
He looks exactly like Donald used to when he was young, except 6'8".
Future president.
Oh, for sure. Definitely in the running for sure.
I like the way he's talking about Barron. He's like, he's good at soccer. He's great at soccer. Loves soccer. Like everything he talks about is so Trumpy. It's very funny.
And it's part of the University of Pennsylvania, the business school.
Oh, it's nice down there.
Yeah.
My friend's brother went there or something.
Well, he was smart because it's a good school. But this person that I met, he hated the taste of scotch. Hated it. Couldn't stand it.
It's so good.
But he insisted.
Hold on a second. It's just very funny that Theo's like, and again, that has to be part of the character, right? To go, my buddy went there. I think he ate near there once.
We ate near there once.
And what's beautiful about Theo's performance here is there's no stopping Trump. Like,
no,
it's not a blip on Trump's radar that Theo is saying these ridiculous things.
It's so funny.
It because he felt it was important to be able to drink. I said, no, just don't drink. He said, you know, to be successful in business, you have to sort of interact and you have to drink. And I said, don't do it. Anyway, he became an unbelievable alcoholic, uncontrollable alcoholic.
Oh, I thought you meant like one of the best.
He's unbelievable.
It did sound like what he meant, honestly.
Oh, that's so
this
funny.
Guy, he turned out to be the greatest alcoholic. I thought you meant one of the best.
No, this is definitely the most played clip, but it's so funny.
But this is where though, like, I'm so glad Trump did this instead of Rogan. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, this is way funnier than some serious discussion on fucking
If
COVID.
Trump just told that story on Rogan, it would have been Rogan going, "Wow."
Yeah. Yeah.
That's about it.
Addicted? How did?
No, I would just do cocaine. That was really, yeah. So not just, yeah.
That's down and dirty, right?
Yeah, I mean,
trying to get down on Theo's level now.
He is kind of relatable in some ways.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, this is about as relatable as Trump could be, I think.
Like a conversation without the cameras on. This is as close as we're going to get to it.
Yeah, and I honestly, like, genuinely, take whatever your thoughts are on Trump, if you love him or fucking despise, whatever. Take that out of it for a second. When you're watching this, you can tell it's a guy who has never drank or done drugs, apparently, kind of like relating to someone who has and like actually is interested in it. Like, that's how I took it.
I did too. Exactly.
Dirty, right?
Yeah, and I mean, it was, yeah.
But you don't anymore?
No, I don't do it anymore, man. And I'm not.
Theo does have a smile on his face. Like, he's like, I can't believe I'm telling him this.
This is wild. I'm talking to Donald Trump about doing coke.
Is it too much? Too much to handle?
Some of the stuff started to get a real rattle in it too. I don't know where we were even getting it from in this country, but yeah.
That was him teeing Trump up and he didn't take it.
That's him being like, yeah, where do you think we might have got any people bringing it over the border, maybe?
Well, let me tell you.
Trump's like, I'm not swinging for that one.
Yeah.
We feel like I was a mechanic or something.
The thing you go back to then, it's alcohol for the most.
It didn't make any sense.
Right. Yeah. But what I want probably is cocaine, but I know that if I have a drink, then it'll like, be like, okay, well, I had a drink, then I can do this.
Is cocaine a stronger
oh yeah.
up?
Yeah.
That's how you know he's never drank, because alcohol is a downer.
Is it stronger up than the depressant? Yes, Donald.
Do you weigh up with cocaine more than anything else you can think of?
Cocaine will turn you into a damn owl, homie. You know what I'm saying? You'll be out on your own porch, you know.
Yeah.
You'll be your own street lamp. You're freaking.
And is that a good feeling? Well,
no,
it's a miserable feeling.
But you do it anyway.
That's my favorite. That's again when I talk about him being so Trumpy. Where he's like, is it a good feeling? And then the turn on a dime. It's a miserable feeling, isn't it?
He's like, is that a good feeling? No.
It's also where you can tell, like, he's listening to Theo, but not hearing him, or whatever the expression is.
Yeah.
Like, Theo goes, you feel like a damn owl. I'm out on my porch. And Trump goes, yes.
I do cocaine. I feel like I'm a mechanic or something.
Yes, absolutely. I get that.
That's him going like, I hear you. I don't know how to respond. So
well, it's like Trump saying, I get what you're trying to say, I think.
Right. I can't believe this happened. That's so funny.
Theo did such a good Theo did a perfect job, because so many people would feel the need, like, oh, I can't be Theo Von-y today. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, like, if Trump storms off the show, it's just as good.
Well, sure, I get it. But it's like we were just talking about with Shuley, where like I look at this as like your job, and if you're on a podcast, you're supposed to think of the audience, you know, what you want your show to be, what the audience wants to be, like the right mix of that. And I think that's exactly what Theo did. Whereas a lot of people would have been like, oh, well, today I have to put my serious hat on and I have to ask Trump about taxes and I have to ask him about the border. Whereas like Theo kind of got into those subjects, but in a Theo way.
And here we go with the economy.
Oh, good.
There's a lot of popularity. We have a lot of people that want to see me come back and win, because we had a great time. We had the greatest economy in history when I was president. We had
my cousin got a boat.
Numbers. Yeah, we had the best African American.
That seems somewhat anecdotal, Theo.
You bought a boat.
My cousin got a boat. That Trump economy. Boats were flying off the shelves.
And this is one of my favorite parts here. They talk about Biden.
Oh, yeah. This is like he's getting out of here, but he's loosening it up.
Mm-hmm.
But who are they when they say
angry
that?
Person? Well, I would say Schumer, Pelosi, and numerous other people. The heads of the Democrat Party.
Yeah. Thugs.
And they did. They threatened him violently, I think. And he didn't want to get out. Remember, he said, only God will get me out, right? Only God will get me.
Somebody dressed up like God and chased him out of there.
Yeah.
Which is just a great image.
Yeah.
Boo, Joe, I'm God.
Dude, do we not have the carousel part?
I don't know.
I thought we did. Maybe not.
You tell me. You cut these.
I listened to it. I don't know if we ended up cutting the part, but they're talking about what's going on in Biden's head.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if we have that, but
and Theo's like, yeah, it's like a carousel in there, and someone just didn't plug it in.
Merry-go-round.
Or merry-go-round.
Yeah.
This is the last clip here.
I just love. I want to stay with that for a second, just because I love the idea of Chuck Schumer dressing up as God
and running after him.
Get out, Joe! I was like,
all right. This is the last clip. He's talking about Bernie Sanders.
Okay, this is like Theo's trying to say something nice about Bernie because he had Bernie on also, and Trump's like,
oh wait, no, this is the clip actually.
Okay, good. Oh yeah, it's him talking about Bernie and Joe. So there's a minute where like Theo's like, Bernie was great, and Trump's like, oh yeah, is he? Like you can tell that kind of annoys him.
Like we have to be able to believe.
Would you like Bernie? Are you friends with him or something?
No, I met him the other day.
Was that the first time?
It was the first time.
Were you impressed by him?
Yeah.
One thing, he's still sharp, right?
Oh yeah, he's still sharp.
He doesn't suffer from what Biden did.
No.
Mental dullness.
Yeah. Biden is
mentally gone.
He's somebody put a merry-go-round in his head, I heard. But that's, but they didn't plug it in. They didn't tell him.
Yeah.
I like Trump being with a guy where he's kind of like, Trump's the straight man. He's like, hey, you said it, I didn't, pal.
Trump could be the best straight man of all time.
That was very funny. Yeah. So I encourage anyone to go watch the whole thing. Cause like genuinely there are like Trump is it's funny to laugh at, but it's also like there are human moments, which I think for him are pretty rare. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
I guess this is a perfect segue to go to the Trout.
Oh yeah. I've almost forgot about this. I guess we have to stay on Trump. This is not real, is it?
It's either the perfect edit or it's real because it seems like it was actually running.
I was told you're a Newsmax employee, yes?
Yes.
How have you allowed this? Go to your higher, start tugging on some shirt collars here.
For real.
Saying we look like idiots.
I'll find out right now. Hold on.
Get some answers here, for Christ's sake.
Hello.
Apparently this is real, but it seems like it doesn't just seem like a sketch. It seems like an over-the-top sketch that when I play it, people are going to be like, why would you even believe that was real, you fucking idiot?
I'll tell you exactly why I think it's real, but it's at the end of the
run on Newsmax, right?
It's what it looks like from this video because they left part of a real commercial in. So it's either very clever.
That could be editing, though.
Correct. It's either very clever or it's real. I'll find out.
Just listen to the fucking voice. All right. So we've talked famously.
Trumpy
Everyone
Bear.
Remembers. We talked about Trumpy Bear on this program.
Very real.
Yes. Trumpy Bear was all too real. So we had a lot of fun with Trumpy Bear. This seems like, I guess, the next evolution of that. So would you say, was it fair to say this is essentially Billy the Big Mouth Bass?
Yeah. It's just Tony Soprano's having panic attacks every time he sees it.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm aware I'm probably an asshole for thinking this is real.
I hope
but everyone's telling me it is. So let's fire away.
A message from the 45th president of the United Ponds of America.
Let's make fishing great again, okay?
He's here, everyone's favorite.
Listen to the voice.
Trout.
No one has ever seen a fish like me.
This is parody. That cannot be a real product.
But if you're going for what would Trump sound like underwater, that might be perfect.
What an insane... Boy, Newsmax has gotten to you.
I don't know.
It sounds like Trump underwater. What an insane excuse for this ridiculous product.
Holy fuck! It is.
What?
It's
Speak.
real.
You're on a podcast.
It's real.
What's making you say that?
Other Newsmax employees and the articles I'm currently finding.
Why? So, who's selling this? Not Trump, obviously.
No way.
It's got to be the fucking Lincoln Project or something.
Yep.
It is.
It's actually trumpytrout.com.
Oh.
For only $60.
Oh, what a bargain. Should we get one? I feel like it's going to be dated by the time it even comes in the mail, but
oh my god. Okay. Well, I guess we can look at this differently now.
You should have one behind you.
I should. It's definitely not going in my living room, though.
I think it should.
I have a pretty sleek living room.
I wish it was Trump singing like Billy the Big Mouth Bass.
I think it's even better.
All right, let's hear it.
Trumpy Trout is an animatronic talking fish with a big personality.
I am the hugely bigliest fish in the pond.
Watch his fins flap.
I mean, this is not a real product.
I can buy one right now.
The hugest, bigliest.
I can legitimately buy one right now.
I think if you buy one, they write a vote for Kamala Harris for you. It's a write-in ballot that you're signing.
That would actually be wicked funny.
That's the only way this is possible.
Oops. Okay.
Because you know what's funny about this? Like, the reason it has to be something like that, like a Democrat doing this, is like half the replies are like, of course Trump would slap his name on this. It's like, what are you, nuts?
No, because he wouldn't. He'd be like, I don't.
If they're advertising on Newsmax, maybe it's not a liberal thing.
I think at the end of this, it says who paid for it.
Let's find out. No, we have to get to the end of this fucking thing. Shit.
Yeah.
He makes speech after speech in high fidelity sound.
Some bass, a bad fish, crazy fish, criminal fish, and druggy fish. But some bass are good fish, and I only love some of them.
Mount him to your wall or use
Who is doing the voice? They should have gotten Gillis to do it.
Oh, that would have been fucking awesome.
I don't think he would, but
Oh, I bet he would.
you think he would be the voice of Trumpy Trout?
If he could choose what was said.
The guy has a Netflix show. I don't think he needs Trumpy Trout money.
Oh no, I mean they would probably pay him like stupid money to do it.
I can't imagine this is that much of a money-making endeavor.
That guy's a real basshole. Like the lines just write themselves.
Sure, yes. Seems like you're really tapped into the tires writing room.
Grab him by the octopusy.
Yeah. Hire this guy for Gillian Keeves. Send this tape to John McKeever. Stat.
Yeah. Tell him I'm in.
and to display him proudly on your desk. Now you'll never miss a Trumpy Trout rally.
I'm building a new pond, and the bass will pay for it.
Set him to motion activated.
It's hacky. It's like it's a hack parody commercial.
Hold on. I know what
telling me to hold on. I'm on a podcast.
There's a phone number here. We should call it and ask them about it.
All right. This is where, you know what? Kirk told me a few weeks ago when we called the FBI, he goes, "You never thought of doing this, did you?" And I said, "No." I got to learn from the best.
Go right to the source.
All right, let's call Trumpy Trout.
Hello, and thank you for calling to catch yourself a Trumpy Trout. The funniest trout ever.
Thanks. I'll take it from here. To ensure the best customer service, this call may be recorded. To place your order, say order or press 1 now.
Order.
Status of an existing order. Great. Now you can catch your very own limited edition Trumpy Trout for just $59.99 plus $9.99 shipping and handling. Each Trumpy Trout comes with an official Make Fishing Great Again fishing license and a certificate of authenticity. And remember, when you order today, we'll instantly upgrade you to the deluxe Trumpy Trout.
Quiet, you yappy bitch.
And absolutely free. Just say or key in how many you'd like today.
How many?
47.
Hit 0.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Just key in. Tell you what, We'll just put you down for one Trumpy Trout. Let's continue.
What?
Now we'll get your name, along with your billing and shipping information.
No.
Quickly check our...
All right.
Go back.
Call again?
Yeah, call again. We got to get an operator. I fucked up. I thought if we ordered
Hello.
now,
Thank you for
hello,
calling
Donald.
to catch yourself a Trumpy Trout.
Let's hear the entire catalog.
Thanks. I'll take it from here. To ensure the best customer service, this call may be recorded. To place your order, say order or press 1 now. To check the status of an existing order, say status or press 2. Or for more information about Trumpy Trout before placing your order, just say information or press 3.
I guess that's what we want. Information.
I'm sorry I missed that. You've reached the Trumpy Trout order line. Thank you. Sure. To become everyone's favorite fish, Trumpy Trout is here. This animatronic.
I don't think this is going to get us anywhere.
A big personality.
It might.
Just mount him.
I don't think there's a human that works for this company.
Moves and his giant fins flap. Trumpy Trout is motion activated, or you can turn him on to let him delight everyone while he makes speech after speech in high fidelity sound.
This is crazy.
And now you can catch your very own limited edition Trumpy Trout.
I want to talk to a human being.
$9.99 plus $9.99
Zero usually
shipping
takes
and
care of
handling.
that.
Each Trumpy Trout comes with an official Make Fishing Great Again fishing
Jesus
license
Christ.
and a certificate of
Comes with a
authenticity.
fishing
And
license?
remember, when you order today, we'll instantly upgrade you to the deluxe Trumpy Trout with a
goody.
desktop
We get the
stand,
deluxe.
absolutely free. Just say or key in how many you'd like today.
No, you
Or
bitch.
you didn't get that.
Give me an operator.
Operator.
Tell you what, we'll just put you down for one.
No.
Let's continue. Now we'll get your name,
Operator.
along with your billing and shipping information.
Craig Ironhead Coney.
We'll check our phone directory to see if we have your current address. Please
What?
wait a moment.
Whoa, what?
For security purposes, I will just verify your street number.
Whoa.
18.
You've ordered from here before?
Oh, that's not my address.
Oh, okay.
I left the volume up.
I'm sorry I missed your response. I show your street number as...
Whatever this is, you don't want to play.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this.
Yeah, all right. There's not a human that works for this company.
I went to get the volume. I'm like, do they actually fucking know?
Well, that's devastating. I guess we're not going to find out. What a scam. This is what your network, Newsmax, is hawking out there.
the other guy I sent it to, he was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I sent him the website. He goes, oh boy. He said, totally worth it.
This is what you guys are hawking, and they're just like, so how many Trumpy Trouts would you like to buy? That's their whole process.
So the demand is so high, they're like, let's just cut to it. How many do you want?
Obviously, it's minimum 1. You're not just calling to fuck around here.
We said 0, and they're like, well, I'll just put you down for 1.
Put you down for 1. Why not?
Do you want to continue this commercial?
Jeez. No. I think that's enough. I guess that's real.
Yeah, but this is I'll skip right to the end.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll show you why.
The names of these bastards.
Yeah. Takes a lot of cards.
Edition collectible from Top Dog Direct. Order now at TrumpyTrout.com. That's TrumpyTrout.com.
If you have,
I mean, that's just editing. That could be.
Yeah, I know, but that's when I was like,
Well, I don't know. We're not going to get any answers from these shysters. This might be Craig.
Can we have an operator, please? I'll put you down for 1.
That's very fishy. I've used that joke twice in 2 days on 2 different shows. I'm not proud of either one.
Very fishy.
Yeah. All right, let's move on, shall we?
Yeah, where do you want to go?
Let's talk about this Andrew Schultz thing.